Good morning, everyone. Hello. London time, 1:57, 13th of May. How is it going? Here we go. Okay. Now, yesterday was a nice day again. I really had a good time. I was finally enjoying myself again in the market. Why is you? Oh, there we go. Some extra light. Hello, L7. How are you doing? Hello, Metho. Hello. Good to see everyone again. Did you guys trade yesterday in the New York session? Did you I felt like a little bit of normalcy again. It was like, oh, things were just lining up, and London already gave away some information. It used the same levels that I used in London. I based my trades off, literally the long and the short. I can't remember, was it? I have to go back and stream. Um, yeah, it was nice. I mean, I hope we're going to get some. Yeah, but sadly, it was totally not in sync with the market yesterday. Okay, what happened? The short was obvious at some point, but the only thing was when, right? Because we had a market structure shift on the higher time frame, on the 15, on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour also. But the challenge is then when, right? When is the move coming? Yeah. Well, anyway, yesterday is gone. We can only look forward. Method, yeah, just keep journaling and find out what went wrong and look at the market. Where did where should I have entered for a short? What did I miss? And that's all you can do and make it a win. And, that's like, in hindsight, we have to improve ourselves. So I think it's sort of a luxury, but yeah, it always sucks, right? But it happens. Sometimes we just want to sink. Exactly. New day, new possibilities. And sometimes you can read the market really well, but your execution is still shit. I mean, that's something that I discovered at streams. I'm like, huh? But I'm reading it right, but I'm still off. How's that possible? They're two different things, executing and doing analysis. It's sometimes one can be really on, you're spot on, but you're late, or you're just slow in the head. I don't know. It's so weird. It's just, there's a lot of things that need to align for us to be successful. So anyway, and we start with good sleep and hydration. Where's KC? KC, I'm going to show you that I'm going to drink. Otherwise, KC is going to haunt me again with my, where's my drink? Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Oh, here it is. Very, very healthy. Yes. Mm. Very healthy, hydrating stuff. Yes. But anyway, hey Pratish, hey Super Heart, man. I'm in South Africa. I'm going to open the curtain so you can see my beautiful trees and my nature reserve. And hold on. I hate to sit in the dark. I think I can do it. Is the sun too bright? I close it if it's too dark. Let's give it a go. If the sun is bothering you guys, let me know. Hey Boris, good morning. Shorts 29 330. Um, yeah, I like the short, but I'm also wondering if we want to go a little bit higher into this fair value gap or in this end walk. So I'm a little bit vigilant not to short right away. I was thinking, oh, we might have the high here for now. But then again, I'm like, okay, let's see if we want to go a little bit higher after 2 o'clock. We have 2 o'clock. We have a new 4 hour candle. Let's see what it did. It looks like we want to expand a little bit. So yeah, hold on. I think I had some limit orders, so I want to make sure that I'm not. Um, yeah, we're still above 2 o'clock. Oh, sorry, about above 2 o'clock. Not on ES though. Yeah, I would rather see it go a little bit higher in this end walk, maybe to the midpoint, maybe even here, 321, and then I might be interested in a short. I don't know if it wants to take out. I'm just wondering if it just wants to not take out the high yet. So that's my only concern a little bit today. Now. Here we go. 2, 4. Yeah. Yeah, ES definitely wants to go higher. So I think as long as ES is going higher, and Q will go higher too. So if we're gonna go over this line, I would assume we might even go all the way up here. So 320 would be in the cards, I think. Let's see. Three 12 for sure, I would say. 206. I mean, there's nothing bearish around right now until it hits its objective and is done. But yeah, I wouldn't be looking for a short now. I really want to see it either take a high or go into a rejection block or whatever. I like 323. Let's see if we can make it to 323. God, that was a tongue twister. 312. Midnight is 325. Let's see. Hey Deborah, how are you? How's South Africa? Yeah, I like it here. Depends where you live. I'm Climax. Okay. Yeah, Trump is traveling to China. Yeah, there'll be some news coming out of it, I guess. But I'm in the future. Yes, I am. Um, I mean, we've been going up for over a month. Nothing has really changed. No matter what was, we just had like spikes and moves up. But technically, if you look, it's still respected macros and order blocks and stuff like that. So I don't know if news is really. Everyone's saying, yeah, it's news driven right now. Yes, it is, but it's just been like, it doesn't matter what the news is, we've just been going up. It's literally for more than a month, since 30th of March already. So I don't know if something can really bring, I mean, even the short yesterday, it was a beautiful short. I don't know how many people, I had a really, really good day yesterday. I actually broke my rules, and I thought of it later on. Remember in London, I said, yeah, I'll just trade one trade per session per account. And I was just going on one, I was just going, and I'm like, oh shit, this is the third trade. And um, that wasn't your rule. Your rule was just one trade per. But I mean, everything was just lining up again, and it was so algorithmic. It was just, um, yeah, I was really like a little kid in a candy store. I felt like, oh my God, finally, being in tune and seeing things again, models working. Um, yeah, so but I didn't follow my rules. I forgot. So, yes. And it's to force myself to either to have a runner, to have one better trade and leave a runner, and for example, then instead of going back and forth in a trade. So that's the reason I want to do. So nothing. Okay, if you want to be in that trade, then you should have left a runner, right? Um, so that's what I want to establish with that, and just having less trades. The lesser trades, the greener your P&L will become, and you'll get more selective. But then, yeah, it's not always that easy. At 323, I want to see if we can reach 323 on NQ. Yeah, we're in a market maker model, guys. As long as you cannot be, as long as a market maker model is going, you don't want to be short unless you have confirmation. You can see like market structure shift, change in state delivery. I always say preferably in the 15-minute, but sometimes, well, you have to have patience for that. You want to start on the 1, 3, 5, 15, but you don't want to take trades of 1 minute CISD. It's a little bit too risky nowadays. You just really want to have a higher time frame confirmation before you go into shorts. So I'm not interested in shorts at all until I see a market structure shift appearing. So let's see the yellow line here, 322-ish. If that wants to, if it wants to go higher, it wants to go higher. We'll see. That will be okay for us. We don't mind. We don't mind. Let's see, guys. I want to check something. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 323. I think even 325, 326 might even be the target. And then let's see what happens. I mean, are we all, oh, no, we're not all-time highs, right? No, we're not. An old midnight is at 325, 324.75. So we might use that one again. So let's see. Yeah, I think 25 will be. And then, yeah, let's see how far the market maker, the sell, the buy side, because we're definitely on still the sell algo, or the buy algo still running. So you don't want to get into a short right now. I mean, I don't. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're back into the consolidation area of, remember, accumulation in Monday's London session and also London AM session. It was a long one. That was horrible Monday, remember? We're back there. So it's interesting now to see if we're going to surpass that, then the manipulation move of the higher time frame was yesterday's move down. And then we're going to expand up. So the accumulation that we were in Monday, I'm just thinking and then if we get distribution, we're going to surpass Monday's accumulation area and go higher. But let's see, because we're in the area right now, we're over the middle, so it looks like we might expand. I just want to see what we're doing, because now we're in that accumulation zone of Monday. So you just want to, let me show you guys on the higher time frame what I'm looking at. Accumulation here is the accumulation. Now, when we had this move here, you can say, okay, this is the manipulation distribution to the downside. But higher time frame, we can also have AMD to the upside, right? So this could be the higher time frame manipulation and distribution to the upside. Unless we're going to stop here in the original consolidation, go back lower. Then this is AMD. But I think this could be the, let me see if this is 2.5. Let me put my fib on this one. Yeah, the only thing I don't like is that we didn't go into this end dog, though. Sort of annoying. Set of 2.5. This bothers me a little bit. You got an inversion here, quite a big one. It's a big inversion. Oh, we don't need this one anymore. Well, we're just blasting through everything now, so. Hard to trade just one trade a day, isn't it? Not really. Um, it depends on your model. If you have good models, you just wait for your models, and it's one trade per account, per session. So I don't think it's hard. It's hard when you have a losing trade. You hit your maximum loss on a daily, then you have to shut down that account for that day. That's tough, but that's what I want to train. So it's a way to keep my accounts. So you get more picky on your trades. But yeah, it's hard. I think it's hard in the beginning when you don't have a model or you just sort of like still figuring things out. But that's what you want to. I can paper trade all day. That doesn't mind. That's not a problem. So that's not so. You know, when you have the itch, like, oh my God, I just want to be in the market, and you're not, I'm allowed to do that, but not, yeah, just on my accounts. Evals and funded are just traded equally. I want to treat them the same, if that makes sense. Yeah, I used to not do that, so I just want to do that now. So, but yeah, hey, it's just Haney. How are you doing? Um, it's just Haney. How many trades do you do per day on per account? Just if you don't want to answer that, that's okay. But I'm just curious because I'm trying to get to the point they only trade one trade per day not what per day. Hold on, one trade per account per session. That means one in London, 1 a.m. New York, 1 p.m. New York. And if I manage to wake up in Asia, I can add one in Asia, but I don't think it's going to happen. One day, here, there you go, guys. It's just Haney, just have one, see? One trade a day. And that's even not what I'm saying. I'm just saying one trade per session, but he literally has one. So if you have a good one in London, you just stop, right? Or you also trade New York then. See, and you'll hear that from every trader that does really well. They'll go to lesser trades, and that's you train yourself to be picky to watch, and you have to because you give yourself one, and you don't want to mess that one up. So you're going to be much more. And if you mess it up, you're going to journal it. You're going to go. You want to make sure that doesn't happen to you because next day you want to have that one trade per day, and you want to have your max points, right? So that's what. One per session. Okay, so one trade a day. So it could be three. London, New York AM and PM. Yeah. Yeah. So but it depends. If you're a scalper, it doesn't work, right? If you're a scalper, you want to have more ins and outs. But yeah, it yeah, it's just saying, yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not surprised from your answer, but yeah. So that's what I'm working towards. But yesterday I was not following. I said it in London, and I was like, I was just going crazy. I mean, it's just saying, I just loved yesterday. It was so algorithm. I took three trades on. They were all green on one account, and I said in London, one trade per session per account. So I didn't follow. I forgot about my rules already. So, but anyway, yeah, it was a good day. Um, do you guys want to share how many trades you take per session, guys? Do you trade a lot? I mean, I used to trade 50, 60 trades per session sometimes. It's ridiculous. Yeah. 56 might be a little bit too much. Maybe 30. I don't know. I mean, I didn't really, but yeah, that was not good. Crazy how MNQ went from 17K to 30K. Yeah, I mean, it is, right? And we blasted through 2.5 standard deviation. Without a pullback. So super hard, man. I like to average about 1 to 5 plates a day. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. It's just, I totally agree with you. Yeah, 1 to 5 can be good. Um, yeah, and also if you have like a break even, for example, or very small loss, I would say if you're like too early, for example, a little bit, and your break even of very, very tiny loss, it should give you another, it should give it as long as you don't hit your maximum loss or your maximum loss of the day or the session, right? You're allowed to do it. But yeah, that's the point. You want to get more picky. And the thing is, it's you have other accounts, right? So it's like, okay, I mean, so the point is, I want to trade pure mechanically. So time and it's everything has to be mechanical. So the less emotion and the less room for error. And if it doesn't work out, sometimes it doesn't work out. Then I have another account to do it, to take my trade. So we'll see. Yeah, I might switch to 2 trades per session. We'll see. If one is too little, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm just gonna give it a go. We'll see. But yeah, it really forces you to wait and to be very, very specific. So it's not easy, I think. But yeah, you have to challenge yourself, right? You have to challenge yourself. So I'm just fed up being sometimes undisciplined a little bit, and taking a little bit more risk than I want to. And I'm still green, but it could have been, then you want to improve yourself. So, okay, guys, let's focus. Um, I'll do a poll with you guys. Let's do a poll. Yeah, and super hard. I tend to also trade less in London and just collect intel, and then I do really well in New York because I've been watching. That's something that just tended to happen. I used to trade London, but nowadays I just hardly trade London. It's more paper trading. I always start with paper trading, but lately I haven't traded much on my evals or live accounts on during London. It's just sort of like the markets were just it was just I just didn't like it too much. So I sort of like, but we'll see. I mean, it can change anytime again. Okay, let's do a poll, guys. I love doing polls. Yeah, bullish, bearish. Let's say up to London Open. Bullish, bearish, or accumulation up to London Open, 3 a.m. Eastern. And yesterday, I really loved it because every trade was about minimum 100 points. I mean, I was just going nuts yesterday. I was I felt like a little kid again because it was such a long time that I had that feeling. I was really thinking about myself. Oh, you're too excited at the moment. It's not good. But I was really excited. Yeah. I think I had three trades, and every trade had over 100 points or something. Uh, Foolish bear accumulation. I am going to add the accumulation because it has been a thing lately, and we're just going to add it because um, accumulation, bullish bearish, yeah, up to 3 a.m. So we have half an hour. Let's see. I've been trading 6.5 years total, 3 years retail stuff that didn't serve me well. Well, The last thing was TPO. That wasn't too bad, but it wasn't complete for me. And then 3 years ICT, studying 3 years ICT. Yeah. And I got, besides ICT, which is the foundation, I got more into time and algorithmic signatures of the time that is related to time, obviously. So I'm still learning. I mean, I'm still improving and still learning and working on models and trying to build more models. You really have to like it to spend all the time in the charts. What about you, super hard? How long have you been trading? 50% bullish, bearish, accumulation 17%. Okie dokie, let's see. 1.5. I like this air. I like this third. Let's see if we can go lower. I still favor the upside, I think. Um, let's see how we're going to behave in this fair value gap here and this little volume imbalance that we had. This is the same one of yesterday, by the way. Yeah. I think it was the same one. Um, but let's see how we are behaving. If we go back into the range here, let's see the 3-minute order block. Just gonna keep it under 3 or 2 minute to see if we're respecting this area. Would love to see it go a little bit lower here. Um. Uh. Oh. Hold on. That's a lot of messages. Having only one chance today. I only trade in New York and then more than one account. Yeah. 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 How long have you been trading? What's your name? Well, my name is in my YouTube already. That's Iris. Or I can call it I can call myself Futures as well. But I've been training 5 years self-taught here at home. Been profitable for a year. Well done. Yeah, so it takes about if you're self-taught, and I think 3 to 4 years is average, right? If you really work hard, and I guess you journal, if I may assume, if I make an assumption. Then 3 to 4 years is doable. And most people that put in the work will become profitable around that time. I think so. If I hear people, and you have some young, ones that are really very young and already not, I guess, not polluted with our educational system, because actually I think our educational system ruins a lot of proper way of thinking. So, oh, you don't journal? Oh, okay. Well, you're an exception to the rule, I guess. I love the beach. Oh, you're in California. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just I love the bush more, but I'm at the beach now. But I prefer. That's why I moved to South Africa, to live in the bush, between the animals. But yeah, beach is a nice secondary place. Um, Oh, my tummy is making a lot of noise. A Buddha, buy or sell. I don't know if you were here a few minutes ago, but I said I would rather wait for confirmation, because we're definitely still on the sales buy side of the curve, and I want to see how we're going to react here in this area here before I'm even interested in in a sell. Primus, first time on your stream. Welcome, welcome. How long do you stream until? Generally speaking, it's 3 or 4 hours. So if the market is really shit, I'm fed up at 5 o'clock Eastern. If it's a nice market, I could go on until 6 o'clock. Because sometimes, well, lately the move sometimes doesn't come. When things were normal, we would have like a nice move at open or 350, 4-ish, and then sometimes at 5 is a nice move as well. But sometimes it's at 6, so it depends. But I like to stream 3 or 4 hours to cover the whole. I mean, for me, it's all just intel for a New York session. And can you go into your indicator strategy? Indicators, or I mean, there's many strategies that I prefer. I'm a distribution trader, meaning that I want to trade preferably the 4 hours, so that means the 2 a.m. distribution candle to the upside. But the thing is, I start at 2 a.m. and then I start looking. So technically, lately in London, not in New York. In New York, I tend to get the 10 o'clock, because every time, 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m. are the 4-hour candles. I do better trading the distribution candle of the New York AM session. But in London, the 2 a.m., let's go to the 4-hour here. So what I want to do is trade the distribution of a candle, meaning the body. If this is to the upside, you want to trade the distribution. So if I want to trade the 4-hour distribution candle, I need to be able to define What's the manipulation? And then what's the distribution side going to be? Now, am I really sure that we're going to distribute higher on the 4 hour? No, I'm not, because we could top out here somewhere. So I just want more information, because we could form the wick now of the 4 hour and still go lower, or maybe go into accumulation. So for me, then I just revert not to the 4 hour distribution, but then it will be a 1 hour distribution for maybe the next 3 o'clock candle, because we still have 3 a.m. that opens up in London. So that gives me a little bit more room for collecting more intel. Now, when New York opens up, you already have a lot of information. It's easier for me to get to position myself. And when you say position myself, that means you want to, let's say this candle is going to continue up, right? Then preferably you want to position yourself between the open and the manipulation, the area where to the low. That's your playing field where you want to position yourself preferably. Now, I just want more intel for now. So I'm not doing anything, even though we go high. I said I want to see what we're doing here. If we are, maybe if we get to this area and maybe we're using this fair value gap to go higher again, or are we going to go lower and disrespect this? And then I think 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 might give a nice distribution. I mean, no, let me let me rephrase. Because lately in London we have had a lot of accumulation. Um, so I just want to make sure that if I'm trading, I don't scalp. I don't like scalping too much, or I have steered away from it. So I would rather I wait for a larger move. Like yesterday in New York, the trades were like 100 points, and like I said, I was a happy kid yesterday. I was trading. I was going nuts, and I didn't follow my rules. I traded more than one trade per account, so I've totally forgot about it. But yeah, because the opportunity was there, and I haven't had a lot of trades lately, so yeah, I was going nuts. Yeah. But anyway, so that's my main strategy, and then I trade time. I use a lot of time-based models. Yeah, and they just differ a little bit. And again, God, I'm already looking like, oh my God, are we starting again here? I'm like, oh no. I'm like, are we gonna do this all London again? Are we gonna go back into accumulation? Let me see how many people said accumulation. Only 6%. Okay. Yeah, we did take out a significant high, and we did take out significant levels, and we made a nice, a nice clean swing high. Um, yeah. And Primus, I'm still building models and still working on finding new. I'm addicted to the charts, to be honest. I can tape read all day. I love it. Not as much lately when the price has been so weird, and when we just went kept on going up. I got a little bit annoyed with that price action, to be honest. I did journal it and I did see the opportunities, but um, I just didn't like it for some reason. I don't know. I can't. It's so hard to explain. My parents, well, yeah, they actually had another name in mind. I'm happy they did not do that. But yeah. um, yeah. Bullish, bearish. Okay, 3 a.m. Now, what are we going to do after 3 a.m.? Are we going to go for the high, or are we going to go lower? I'll do a new poll. It's almost 3 o'clock. Well, wait. The macro is in 7 minutes. Um, hmm. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. I'm never so hungry in the morning. I don't know why today. I really feel my tummy is making noise as well. So we are in original consolidation. So that's why I'm sort of like, It's one of those areas I'm a little bit careful. You see here we're back into the original consolidation we moved away from, and we're back into it. The question is, are we going to go higher, so distribute higher, or are we going to go back? We inverted the 4 hour. Okay, let's do a new poll, guys. Okay, super hard. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Sleep well. Grim label. I love that question. I'll get into that. Let me first start make the poll before 240. You know, guys, we're not going to jinx it. I'm going to leave accumulation out. Bullish. Yeah, are we going to go higher? Yeah, bullish or bearish after 3 o'clock? Bullish or bearish after London open until 3:30? I know some of you guys, you know that you trade, you know, if it's AMD or whatever, until, yeah, let's do only until 3:30. Hey, Zara Trader, how are you? Hey, Five Handles. So Grim Label, journaling. Yeah, journaling is something I love to do. So I journal trades. So I paper trade a lot during London, but if I paper trade, I journal all those paper trades because paper trading is for me also my way of improving my execution and also how I, where you just see little things where you can improve and stuff like that. So I journal trades on itself. So that's very micro level. So that's per minute. And I'm very much into time. So I literally watch time per minute also. If I journal, I mark time a lot. And I also journal the market overall. So if that makes sense. So if I look at the 15-minute at each session, I look, okay, what happened in this session? What happened from midnight? What happened from here? And I also do daily and weekly profiles, if that makes sense, to see, okay, how are we on the daily? So I have a lot of screens that I journal. So it's micro on the trading level, but also market wise. Like, okay, what have we been doing? And yeah, that's how I start really seeing you connecting dots and stuff like that. Like, okay, but yeah, I mean, for me, it has to be visual. I stopped doing sheets, Excel sheets, because numbers. I did numbers just to get clear for me. Okay, what is my max risk? How do I for me? I came to the same conclusion every time that okay, my max risk is 40 points. No matter the strategy I'm using, it came back to the same thing over and over. The moment I'm over 40 points, it doesn't matter. I'm already. It's just not a high probability trade or something is off. So I don't even look at that anymore because at some point you know your average and you just know. I already know my bad days. I know that NFP week Thursday is my worst day, and then 10-year bond auction. And generally speaking, yesterday was 10-year bond auction. It was a good day. So I mean, that was my second worst day. NFP week was always my worst week, but you need to get those data. But now I don't do any sheets anymore. I know my win rate. I know my things. Um, so nothing wrong with that, but doesn't work for me. I need to visualize everything. I like to see the chart. I like to see things, and I like to. This works for me personally, but it's for everyone is different, right? Maybe for some people, numbers speak more to them. But for me, I'm looking at a sheet and like, oh my God, that's a lot of data, and my brain goes nuts. And if it's visual, then I start to connect dots and do different things. So for me, that's just different. Yeah. Um, yeah, as our trader yesterday was, I mean, I just went nuts yesterday. I was like a little kid in a candy store. We hadn't had a day like this for a long time. I mean, it was just, yeah. Did you do, I guess you took some shorts as well. I mean, shorts long, it doesn't matter. It was just, you can go back and forth, I guess. It doesn't matter yesterday. It was all good. Yeah. I even managed to get the opening range trade in the opening range gap. And then the way down, and then later on also trade into, I can't even remember. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. I don't want to go to. I'm just too worried that they might screw us over again because we had a nice day yesterday. We haven't had like one day like this, and oh, okay. Um, but who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, today PPI 8:30. Do we have anything GBP? Nothing in London. No, just PPI. Am I correct? It's 13th today, right? Yeah. Yesterday we had CPI. Fed chair nomination vote tentative. I don't know if there's any time attached to that, if that would make any, I don't know if that would make any significance, or would that be of any significance? Nomination vote. I mean, everybody knows he's going to be nominated in, right? I mean, yeah, that's it. That's it. Only PPI 8:30. That's it. So, okay, let's see. Um, Ooh, is this a short? Are we getting to a short? Oh, I'm so hungry, guys. It's annoying. It's distracting me. I never have this. I don't know why I'm so hungry. It's literally distracting me. New York session, it caught the sell at the open and still holding at the open. We went up first. At the open, we did not go down straight away. Are you holding? You're holding it from yesterday. Oh, nice. Where did you get out? That's a nice one. Wow. Hold on, guys. I hear so much noise. Let me make sure it's not me. I love you. Oh, hey, Vincent, how are you doing? Long time no see. Did you trade yesterday? We were just talking about how nice yesterday was again. 58 bullish, 42 bearish. Yeah, I had a really, really good day yesterday. Yesterday was awesome. Um, I said I felt like a little kid in a candy store. It felt like, I mean, we hadn't had, I did not have any price action like that that suited my style for a long time. Like every trade was around 100 points, and I mean, that's what makes me happy. And I mean, yeah, and it was, I really can't remember how long it's been. It's just felt like ages. So, but yeah, I'm afraid to get too hopeful that we have another day like that again. So I feel like I'm traumatized a little bit by this market. So paranoia. I am a little bit paranoid in the sense of that I'm very, very careful with trading. Yeah. But anyway, let's see what happened here. I was watching this area. I want to see if we are really going to disrespect this area or are we going to go lower. I did not I did not do anything on even the 3 minute here. I was like, I really want to see what we're doing here in this area. What about you, Vincent? Was one of my being a short? Okay, you also took the short. Yeah, nice, well done. Yeah. I mean, we were all waiting for it for a long time, right? I mean, we were desperate for that short. A lot of people were desperate for it. I mean, it was like we were junkies. I felt like a junkie yesterday. Hey, Mr. Chaos, how are you? It's like, oh my God, finally. Yeah. It's like okay, now I can, breathe again or something. Oh gosh, it's so funny. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do? Bullish, 255. Yeah, I think I'm interested in a long again, maybe all the way up to previous week high, because you know why? Just thinking if it really wants to go lower. We went to an order block literally now. We retested an order block just now. Yeah, I'm long. I want to go long. Um, I don't like this though, but um, let me just wait. Maybe I should wait until 3 o'clock, but I definitely, what am I missing something here? The one, is this an order block or not? Maybe I'm mistaken. Hold on. Hold your horses. We went into this one. We went into here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for 3 o'clock and see if we have a manipulation to the downside a little bit more, but I don't trust the short yet. What do you guys think? Most of yeah, I think Trump is going to London, China today. Yeah, that's a lot of devil's marks. They're everywhere, but they have left a lot lately as well, Vincent. I don't know if you noticed that. So that was sort of shitty. But I see them on the top and I see them on the bottom. But if you go higher time frame, they disappear, and you want the one on the highest time frame, I guess. That's how I do it nowadays. Um, what time is it? 2:58. Yeah, we've got one here. 361. Four, five, one. Okay, almost open. I favor the long, but I'm going to wait for the open. Let's see what happens. I might market order in very quickly. A paper trade for me still. But yeah, I favor the long, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, I like it. Paper trade only. It should be low. One and a half hour trade. I don't take those on my on anything. I don't like. I just I don't take them. I just paper trade 1.5 hour trades. But um, ES looks like a short to me, to be honest. So that's why it's a very small trade because I mean ES I would rather take a short on ES than a long, and Q is still long for me a little bit, but that's why it's a very small trade. Um, I wouldn't long ES. We took out a high. We're below 2 o'clock, and you see we're decoupled again. And Q is above 2 o'clock, and ES is below. So actually, I don't want to be in a trade, but I'm already in. I didn't see that. Yeah. Just lower my TP a little bit. Let's see if we can tag into this level here, and yeah. What time did we do this? This was at 2:32, 2:35. I don't think it wants to go higher than this level anymore. Let's see. 306. Still respecting an order block, so that's why I'm wondering if it doesn't want to go low. It's very confusing now for me a little bit. Like if I see the decoupling, I wouldn't have entered, Gar. I'm just being, I didn't see that. But 2 o'clock, we're below. So, but yeah, this doesn't want to go lower. It's fine, but I don't know if I'm interested in a short, maybe just a retracement. But look, we inverted a 4 hour. We have a 4 hour inversion. I mean, it's like I don't know if I'm really interested in I would like a retracement maybe, but I would rather have that they go for the highs again. Look, if we're going to go higher now than here, I guess we're going to go for these, right? Then we have A, and then this is the manipulation move. Yesterday was a M, and we get distributed the upside. But we need to we need to pass this level now. If not, but we inverted this whole, I mean, I don't know if we're going to go invert it back again. Well, we've done it, literally. I mean, could do it. Let's at least get up to here, this level, before we go back down. I don't know. If we would have a short now, Vincent, that would be really, I mean, yeah, we could retest this inversion, but I mean, we have a bullish order block here as well. It's still a good short though. It's 200 points. Or maybe here could be 143, 200 points. Are we back into consolidation? Andre, order block, and but I missed. I did not want to. I don't want to be in this. Yeah, order. Yeah, five handles is order block, and but we are decoupled again. So I would not. I didn't see that on time. I did say NQ looks bullish to me, but and ES looks bearish. So I don't want to be in a trade if there I've seen two different things. And 2 o'clock higher and 2 o'clock here lower. So I would not have entered normally. And I think we're not going to go. It looks like the order book could start failing though. I mean, and we have this high. I think we might not get higher than here, and then this order block is going to fill. But then we should get a nice retracement to the downside. But let's see. If it stops me out, it stops me out. There you go. Yeah. I like this fair value gap here that was created around midnight. If it wants to go lower. Yeah, look, we took a higher time frame PDRA. We went into so it would be normal to get a short from here. It wouldn't be bad, right? SMT with ES. Am I gonna take it now? I don't. No, I don't like it too much. Oh, I'm so hungry, guys. So the question now is this, are we reversing or are we just having a retracement and are we going higher? So are we done with the move to the upside and are we going to go back down? Or are we just retracing and going further up? Yeah. This looks pretty sus to me. I mean, I like this, but then again, what do we have here on the 15? Do we have anything significant that we could? What are the imbalances here? Okay, look on the 15. How many imbalances do we have? Balanced, balanced, balanced. Here's the first one. If it doesn't go through here, I think we're going to go back up. ES has a nice gap here. You see that on the 15? Creating equal lows below midnight. So are you going to leave them for later on, or are you going to take them out now? Let's see if we're going to leave. I like to see this. If ES leaves these equals, it goes higher, then they might leave them for later on today, just above midnight. So that would be nice. Yeah, I still favor the upside for some reason, but I know it looks bearish, but I just, what time is it? 3:14. Avo and boiled egg slices. Oh yeah. Oh, Vincent, I mean, I've been eating so much avos. The tree is almost done. It's still falling, and they're still unripe if they fall from the tree. So that means the ones they, at some point they'll be ripe at the tree, and then when they fall, they just splash on the floor, right? Because the tree's like, I don't know how many meters high, but I'm still catching them. But I ate so much avos that I'm sort of like a little bit. Yesterday, I'll tell you what I ate yesterday because I had to finish a few avos. I don't want to spoil them. I just made guacamole and I ate nacho chips with them. And I thought, okay, you know what? Guacamole is still healthy. Maybe that's why maybe that's why I'm hungry because I had a bad dinner yesterday. It wasn't a healthy I mean the guacamole is filling, but obviously the chips, the nacho chips, it's not that healthy, I guess. I'm really hungry now. Normally, I'm not hungry when I just don't. I only have my coffee in the morning, and then I eat after the stream. But I have no issues at all. But today, I'm like really. I can hear. I don't know if you guys, if the mic picks it up, but I'm just like my stomach is growling. Literally, it's like a aggressive animal in there or something. I'm like, it's really distracting me. Even my cat is looking at me like, what the hell is that noise? Where's the enemy? Yeah. I'm itching to take a long again for some reason. I think the order block is holding, but I don't like this. But we do have a devil's mark here. Um, yeah, I think. I mean, if we have a news driver that can bring us down, but now I don't see any reason for the market to go lower. On NQ, ES on the other hand looks more bearish than bullish to me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not interested in a short at all. No. Remember last week I hated longs? Okay, bullish 62% until 3:30. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like, but let's see if it goes up, if it goes higher than this level. I want to see. Yeah, I think the order blocks are holding so far, so good. Let's see if they keep holding. Um, I would like to use this as a breaker if we activate it and then to the upside. I mean, I see bullish structure again forming, but um, it's a very small market maker model. Sell side, buy side. Yeah, let's go. 318. Why? But there's no reason for ES to go higher at the moment. Why would you go higher right now? Let's see. We took out a high here. Oh, we didn't. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 guys. This is interesting. I like this. We did not take out the high. This is a rejection. No, I am actually also now getting more bullish on ES. How low do you want to go? Do you want to go in here? Let's see. 25%. Did not hit now. No change in state delivery here. Create equal lows for later. Almost here again. What are you doing? What are you telling us? No gap here, no gap. Equal low. Took liquidity here. You rejected in here. Yeah, I'm bullish. I'm still very bullish. I would love to see a retracement and then higher again. Look, we just took a swing high on the higher time frame, and also like inverted a whole 4-hour inversion. Um, Four-hour inversion. Breakaway measuring gap. So high. This is a very significant. Is this a data high, the 830 one? I think so. Yeah, this is the data high. Yesterday's 830 news release. We just took that out. Um, what hour? Um, this is the measurement. Yeah, I really like this level 456. I mean, this will be the measure, and I saying it correctly? Not doing. Where's my 0.5? 4.6. Could be even higher. One is there. We've got equal highs here. We're already higher than 0.5 of this week. Body or below. So this 4-hour candle will give us a fair value gap. Most likely, I would assume. So then I don't think it will invert this already because it wants to maybe leave a fair value gap here. So we could see some expansion on this 4-hour, on the 4-hour. It might want to leave a gap. So yeah. Oh, Vincent, please. We have just been lately only in London. You haven't been here, but it's been torture. It's been only accumulating. So you're saying this like, oh my God, please not. I know it could do that, but I think I want to see expansion. I'm going to go in for a buy again. It's almost 3:30. I'm taking it's a paper trade. Stop loss. I don't want to see it go below 3 o'clock at 3:30 anymore. It's a very small trade. Just want to see if we can reach that level and then maybe just at 3:30. I think we might see some expansion. Method asked about classify the last 15-minute wick as a bolo. Let me have a look. Hey, Barb. Oh, a female again. Yay. Welcome, Barbara. Happy to have more females. I've hardly any females in the chat anymore. What happened? Hey, Adiku. Oh, that's a long time that I haven't seen you. Oh yeah, Vince, no, Metho asked about the bolo. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think it's a bolo. I looked at it and I already forgot a little bit about it, to be honest. I did make a sheet about it. I haven't really studied it, to be honest. But it's like a wick, higher one next wick goes into another one, and the next one doesn't go. It doesn't allow it to go lower. So I think the structure is a little bit different, though. I have to look at. I have to get into it again. I'm sorry, Mether. I just don't want to say anything that I'm not really sure of. I sort of studied it when I saw it, and then I made some slides on it. But then again, I was so busy with some other models, so I sort of like left it on. But I'll look into it because I mean it looks defensive, right? It tells you price probably won't go lower. Look, for me, it's like the order block is still holding, but then again, one could argue, yeah, I don't consider this a BPR because of the wick here. Plus, we have a devil's mark here, so. But we need to go over this wick here. thought the second wick is lower than the midpoint of the defensive level. Yeah, okay, I was just thought that the second wick is lower than the, I think it was something like that. And then the third one, this one, is not allowed to go lower than 50%, right? Is that true? I think that was it, right? This one and then that one is not allowed to go lower than 50%. And then, but it should go higher. Yeah, but we have wicks here as well. Yeah, it's something that I mean, I have to really, I just want to make sure that I'm not saying anything that's incorrect. And I think there's also some if-then statements. There's more to it, I think. But yeah, we'll get back to it. Okay, I like the structure. My stop loss will be here. Okay, 1.5 hour trade. Um, I'm going to reassess after this level here. If it's going to go higher, then I'll get another trade. But I just want to see how, if it gets here, if it manages to do that, then I think it might be more bullish than bearish. But I don't know. And 0.5 is exactly here. We already hit that. One is here, and I'm up below it. Okay, and 125 is above here. I'm going after a brekkie. Tread carefully. Want to see how the, yeah. Enjoy your brekkie. Yeah, so I'm just playing it safe, just considering that maybe the 4 hour doesn't want to go lower to create that fair value gap, but also maybe doesn't want to expand too much. So that keeping the move small. So it might be distribution, maybe not, maybe, but we'll see. I mean, if it gets over this level at some point, it might expand. If not, we'll see. That's why I'm putting it at 1 standard deviation to see what happens there. If it goes over that red line above 1.25, and then might get into another trade at the 350 macro if we're going to expand higher. But yeah, it's just a little bit unclear at the moment because we've got we created a beautiful swing high. We took out some important level of liquidity, but you could still see the market maker model. It could still go higher into the market maker model. And I just don't see any reason for MQ to go lower right now. It's not going lower than the price action that's between the yellow lines as well. Still. Hey Meredith, how are you doing? How are you? You been trading lately? Hey Mobile, how are you doing? How's it going, Jay? Did you trade yesterday? Ergonomic economic. Hi, hello, hello. You guys are so creative with your names. Now we took out that high. Let's see if we can get over it. Let's get some distribution. Come on now. I mean, it's just a paper trade, guys, and it's very small. I just want to reassess when I'm at that level again. Just want to, what time is it? 3:37. Let's see if I can get to that level between 3:40. Hello, Assad. How are you? I'm not moving my stop to break even. Why? There's a little gap here. If it slams down, it wicks here. I don't want to be stopped out. Hey, company man Carl, how are you doing? I'm doing well. How about yourself? How are you doing? Well, yeah. Yesterday I traded like crazy on in New York because the markets were just awesome again. Today in London, I took a few paper trades. Been stopped out a couple of times. I have a long bias, obviously, um, but got stopped out a couple of times. They're very just basic, smaller trades, so I haven't taken anything on my account. or any on eval. So I'm just I just want to. I think we're going to distribute in the 4 hour, but I'm just not 100% sure yet. That's why I take my profit right over there, and I want to see what happens at the red line. So if we can even make it to the red line. Like I said, I didn't move my stop because there's a little gap here, and I just want to, if it slams down, it could just go here and then go back up, or goes lower, obviously, but I just want to try to prevent being stopped out too fast, especially when it's such a small trade. I tend not to move my stop loss when it's like 1.5 hour trades or just over under 20 or 30 points. I tend not even to move it in. I try not to. Hmm. Did it just hit my, but didn't know body through? So that, yeah, exactly. What happened, company man? You're angry for trading. What did you do? Did you over leverage? Okay, gotcha. Okay, one standard deviation hit exactly. Let's see what it does now. So now I just want to reassess. That trade is a short trade, but um, I just want to see if it really wants to go higher, or do we go lower from here? So I'm watching this red box here. Um, Look at ES going. Yeah, we're still on the market maker model. I mean, it's still bullish. Look, we're gonna go for. Well, oh, sure. Yeah, I'm sorry, ergonomic. Let me do it straight away. Okay, let me quickly do. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that, the ergonomic. Let me do that. I always update it and then I forget it now. I'll pin it in the chat. Let me pin it here. I pin it, and I'll update the description as well. Welcome to the family, ergonomic. Hey Talib, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Nice sunshine and a heart. That is always nice. I caught a beautiful long trade at the open. Uh-huh. Oh, I also took the same trade. I put the trade in the Discord. Or did I? I think it was only pre-market prep. Do you use the opening range gap company, Manco? Um, it was a beautiful trade, but I took profit very, very fast at the open. It was literally within the first 15 minutes. So yeah, I only took it for a very small part. Yeah, okay. Um, I took a long, and then very shortly after I took a short from that same level where I exited the long. But yeah, I didn't take a long very long. It wasn't a long for a long time. It was a short-lived long. It was the Judas to go up, to go down. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear, but let me update. Who's in who's in a long, by the way? Anyone? Here you go, guys. Beautiful long, beautiful long. I got out here, but yeah, obviously there was more. So the order blocks are holding, and yeah, we're still in the market. We're still on the buy side of the curve, right? Um, let's see if we can frame a trade at the macro. Let's see if we can get another trade. So 4 hours expanding now. See? Three nine eight, 319. Um, we have an end dog here and a gap, so I would be very careful at a little bit before 400. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Let's see if we can get a nice trade at the next macro. Another one. Well, so I don't really mind if I don't have any monetary value. Just for me, and doing analysis and being right. And then journaling the time, like, okay, what am I seeing, and if I'm correct. I like what the market is doing. It's not bad at all. So yeah, it's not bad at all. The only thing, there was a slight decoupling at some point, but they coupled again very quickly. At some point, sometimes they have a decoupling, right? But it wasn't. But it got me a little bit nervous at some point. I was like, oh my god, it's one of those days again. But it was just 15 minutes or something. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I need to quickly do this, and then let's see if we get another train. Okay, here we are. Okay, that feels so much better. Um, so previous day high, it depends on, hold on just one second. So previous day high, if it's taken out in Asia, it gives me the new previous day high. So even though it's the same day, but it's still after 6 o'clock. So yeah, accompaniment call, but it wasn't a long at all. I mean, it was just a Judas move. So it was a very risky trade, to be honest. I for yeah. Um, but yeah. The buy should have been short yesterday, and the Judas was to the upside, and then it went down. We already had like 4 hour, 1 hour market structure shift, so a short would have been very, very risky. And then what it tends to do, if you use the opening range gap, it just only goes to a quarter or 50%, and then it just turns back. It didn't fill the whole gap, but it went for previous gaps that it didn't fill before. Yeah. Opening range gap and model 2022, or one shot, one kill. One doesn't exclude the other. So I use all of them, but yeah, it doesn't mean one doesn't exclude the other. You can use them all in conjunction with each other. Yeah. But yesterday was very algorithmic clean, guys. Guess yesterday was just pretty awesome. Hey, Attila, how are you doing? Meta, you live in my own is yeah. So Meta, did you understand what I meant with the previous day high? You didn't miss that much. So if Asia takes out my previous day high, Asia becomes my new high, right? Even though it's already technically the same trading day because our day starts at 6, but I have used that one. So if my high gets taken out after 6 o'clock, it already makes a new previous day high for me. But technically, it's still the old date. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a choice I made to, but I'm aware of the other one though. I need to be aware of the other one. So I'm aware. I'm actually like, oh my, I saw that as well. I'm like, oh, do I want that? But I'm just aware. Okay, if it happens, I just have to make sure that I'm aware that there's another high, maybe higher than the day before, right? Yeah. But I'm not sure what I want. I think I like it because it's a session high that might be used more likely than the previous day high at first. The next one comes afterwards. So I'm sort of like, okay, I'll leave it. But I was also like, oh shit, I don't like it in the beginning. I was like, oh, I have to change indicator for that one. But now I'm like, oh, I actually do like it because it's more likely that it will take that high first and not even go for that higher high later. So I just have to make sure that I know about the other high. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to expand higher, guy. I'm not in it right now. We're already above 50%. We're gonna go for these highs. 460. Uh-oh, 4 o'clock is gonna be nice. Um, I haven't positioned myself to be honest. Do I want to position myself now? We already went here. Yeah, at 4 o'clock. I think we're gonna go for 460. Um, and 360. We've got a daily open here, 384. Yeah, I would go for the 400, 400. Just below this. 398. Yeah, NQ is bullish. We're in a market maker model, definitely. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Yes, hell no, no shorts at all for the time being. No shorts at all. Um, the only thing for now is um, I'm just thinking when it's 4 o'clock, I might just spike up very quickly. So I don't know, or maybe it wants to spike down a little bit. But yeah, I think I would put my stop just below 400 because there's an end walk here, or end dog, 399. Um, yeah, I can see it go all the way up to here. 4 o'clock. Beautiful continuation. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not positioning myself, but I can see it go to 399, 398. If you're in it, hold it, love it. Uh, Market is moving nicely. Not bad. Respecting levels, moving clean. Algorithmically, it's clear and it's. I like it. Let's hope New York. We have another New York like yesterday. Okay, you want to be careful here. Gap. This might be a rejection block here, so that means we could reject here, have a small pullback, and then maybe continue higher. Let's see. Beautiful expense. So we left a fair value gap here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In waiting for the 4 o'clock. It's the opening. It's the opening candle. It's a new hourly candle. And the 4 o'clock is actually very much a very important algorithmic time for me. I use it throughout the whole day. I have different models using the 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock is very significant for me. I look at 4 o'clock all day long. Also in New York, you'll see it on my chart all the time. So it's not always only for now, but I want to see if you trade if you trade a 4 hour distribution candle or a 1 hour. Um, Like for example, I'm looking if 4 o'clock might if we might form the wick on the 4 o'clock and the distribution might be to the downside. So I'm just looking for it at now because I think we might be at the um see, so for the 3 o'clock you want to be positioned in this area, right? So I didn't expect the expansion. I was very cautious, so that's why for 3 o'clock, what I did with the 3 o'clock is the same as with the 4 o'clock. I positioned myself between the open and the low. So I use this as a breaker here, and I positioned myself in this area, preferably here with my stop was very tight here. And then but I only played it up to here because I wasn't sure if we're going to get the expansion now because I'm so traumatized with all that accumulation that I thought we might stop here, but we did not. We expanded. So it's okay. Well done, Parker. So yeah, this was a very safe trade for me. And then reassess, but then I went to the bathroom, I came back and I didn't position myself. But yeah, I mean, the 399, I think I already mentioned that before. If we go over this level here, it's going to blast through up. It's okay. I mean, it's for me nice to see that it's already, and so, Jay, time for me, time is more important than price. So that means it's not about the time itself, but what does it do at specific times as well, right? So the algorithm is scripted against time, so that's why time is very important. It's not only like only the opening of a candle. If you trade AMD, OHLC, you want to know the opening prices of a candle because you want to know the open, high, low, close, and especially with the higher time frame candles. So open prices are for me they are very important the way I trade. Yeah, so that's why you see two, three, four. It's all the open price of each candle. And it's also for me to see what is the bar, how are we moving? Are we above the 2 3 midnight 2 3 4? And I also use it to see if S&P, ES, and NQ are correlated. Sometimes we are below a group of uh, open price and NQs, for example, above them. Then they're decoupled. Then I try to stay away because then there's something weird going on. Like we had that on, was it Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, I think, and they were decoupled, and it was very. That was the day we were just accumulating all day. I just stay away then. I don't even touch it. If there's a decoupling between the two, if it's that big, it's like okay, no way. Let them both go in the same direction again, and then I'll start playing again. Um, yeah, what a beautiful move. They were even blasting through it. S&P is more stable than stocks. Well, I think futures are easy because you don't have to watch news and specific on stocks. And with S&P or NQ, you just can focus on one chart. And the good thing about that is you get really comfortable knowing levels of one instrument. And if you do stocks, you have to be with stocks. You have a watch list, and you want to keep up with the news and things like that. Look at that going. Wow. So that's why I prefer futures because you have only one chart to, I know level and NQ. I feel very comfortable with NQ because I've been just trading NQ for such a long time. And with stocks, you have to have keep an eye on every stock on itself, and I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, let's see if we can find a trade, guys. 452. 452. Let's see if it wants to come a little bit lower, and then I would like to have another entry, but it's so bullish. I wonder if um let's see. One, one. I really like 460-ish, 458-ish, 458 as an entry, as an exit. 458 is around here. Oh, 0.5. Let's do another paper. It's 414. I might be a little bit drawdown. Um, no, I'm not going to do it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until 30. Let's see. It wants to come down a little bit. And then I want to have a trade up to 460-ish. Maybe even up to here, 474. But guys, there's no short. If you look for shorts, you should not look for any shorts right now. Hell no. The market is finalizing a market maker model. Thank you, Talib. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's hard to enter. I mean, I got out here, and then again, you should leave a runner. I did not. 417. Let's see. I want to see if I have a 3 minute. I don't have an order block here. It's hard to get in now because it might just go up. See, sometimes, even though, I already said, like, okay, I don't see there's reason to go lower, it's still hard to, we didn't go lower than this. There was a good order block, there was a high time frame order block, and still, I was a little bit worried that we might get into consolidation again, but we did not. We need to build that trust again a little bit in the market. I mean, in all honesty, from all that accumulation and the consolidation, I'm literally still traumatized from it. Uh, especially those London sessions. They've been horrible lately. But no complaints today. No complaints. Thank you. But yeah, 457. I like 457. Um, Give us a pullback so we can get in, please. If not, again, I'll just let it run and see if there's a nice short at some point. At some point, the market maker model is going to be done and we're going to get a turn. It's okay. It's all good. I want to see if it hits this blue line. At this level, market flushed 700 points. Let's have a look at the higher time frame. Well, we are above, so I would almost say that we are accumulation. Then this move might have been the manipulation, and we're distributing now to the upside. So if that's the case, we might go all the way up to 30,000 now. If we get over this, then this was the manipulation move, and I think it makes sense because this is around 2.5, and then this is going to be a four standard deviation. Maybe here 31. Let's see. So no worries, guys. If you miss this trade, there's going to be enough opportunity. Four, five, seven, or maybe even this blue line. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see if we can get a nice pullback. Maybe we can get a nice trade. $4.26. Um, I'm so hungry. I think I want to actually need to eat something. It's very hard for me to focus today. I mentioned that before. I'm really hungry. I haven't had that feeling for a long time. Like, oh my God, my stomach is just growling all the time. I still think it wants to go one more leg higher before it's done. Um, okay. What time is it? 4:29. Yeah, 4:30. Yeah, I think it's gonna go up. I mean, um, once it hits this level, I think I'm just gonna stop this. I think I really need to eat something because I'm really like not. It's a really weird feeling that I have in my. It's like I'm just really. It's really distracting me, and I just. I don't know why. It's just really weird, but it's very hard for me to focus. Um, I'm just thinking about food all the time now. So I don't even want to enter in a trade because I'm just one. But I still think it's going to go to this level here, maybe even the blue line. So I'm just waiting for that, and then I'm just going to eat. And I don't know. I think it's because of yesterday. I ate a very unhealthy meal. I don't know, guys. Do you have when you're really hungry? Like, is distracting you? Do you know the feel? I don't have that a lot of the times. I normally don't get like. Someone is in a short right now. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for 460. I'm not gonna short right now. Um, yeah, I don't. Well, what's my favorite food? Well, normally I eat when it's still summer. I eat yogurt with my creatine and some fruits, but or I just have some bread with cheese, or I make some avocado toast or something with eggs or whatever. It just depends. Um, but yeah. Okay, 4:33. 4:33. We like the time. Come on, NQ. Make that push to the upside. Maybe I should enter a paper trade long here. Yeah, I'm gonna paper trade this. Very small trade. Oh, come on, do it. I wanna. Come on, go, go, go. I'm hungry. Oh, please, NQ, do something. Don't make us wait until the next macro. Do it, please, before 40. Oh, I hate this slow price action. It's just making me annoyed now because I'm also very hungry. Come, NQ, move your ass. Go, 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 go. I'm hungry. Come on, NQ, go, go, go. I'm hungry. I actually can even raise my stop below this candle here. I don't want it to go lower than, this should be a protected low. I think it might even go to this blue line, but I'm going to take my profit here. I'm not shorting at all right now. I know maybe after this move, maybe after 5 o'clock I might short, but uh, come on, I'm hungry. Yeah, guys, I'm so hungry. I really want to eat. Jay, I love NQ. Nothing beats NQ. I was yelling at him last week, but now I love him again. You know, it's one of those complicated relationships. Just can't live without. Yeah, I think it might even go to this blue line, but I'm taking, like I said, I'm going to get out of here just to make sure that I'm getting tagged. Come on, go, go, go. Even my, I mean, because we're running now, I wonder if it's going to go much higher again, even maybe even higher than this. Let's see. I hope it runs a little bit more. I wonder if people, when they take shorts, what do they use as confirmation for the shift? I mean, after a move like that, I mean, you want to wait for a proper, at least 3 minute market structure shift or change in state delivery. I wonder what they are using to just, oh, it took a high, I'm just going to go short. I mean, you want to have some confirmation that the market is turning, right? I mean, it's just like, especially after all these days that it's been so bullish. Hmm. It's gonna make us wait till the next macro. Um, I wish I had a robot that could make me some food. I think I would buy one, to be honest. Make some food and coffee when you're busy. I don't mind doing groceries, by the way. I like that, but I wouldn't mind a robot that, well, at least clean. A clean would be nice. A cleaning robot doing the windows and stuff like that. That would be awesome. Okay, come on, go now. Okay. If it's gonna stop me out, I'm done. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna wait for it. Oh, the moment I get in a trade, I'm stuck in accumulation again. I'm just so, I hate it. I really hate it. Um, I wouldn't be surprised that we make the the macro is going to give us the last leg up, and then there might be the turn for the short around 5 o'clock. Wouldn't be surprised if that would be the case today. Okay, I'm going to be stopped out. I'm done. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna eat. I'm so hungry. I don't want to be in this market anymore. Short confirmation not there, but might be double top now. Yeah, I'm gonna eat, guys. Firefox. Oh, I'm in South Africa, yes, but I'm going to. Yeah, I'm sorry now, Firefox. Normally I would like to chat, but I'm so hungry. I just need to eat something because I'm really getting. I'm just feeling very, very. I need some food, I think, for some reason. But yeah, guys, I'll see you back tomorrow in London time, and those that I see later today, I'll see later today. Yeah, well, it did go lower now. Um, but yeah, let's see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one more leg up, but we'll see. I mean, it looks bearish now, so still don't trust it, to be honest. MQ. But anyway, I'm gonna need some food, and I'll keep an eye. I'm going to get touch some grass. I'll catch you guys later. Ciao, ciao, guys. Thank you again for joining, and we'll be in touch soon again.